All right. Hello everyone. It's God made trader. I'm sure you guys might have been wondering why I haven't uploaded any video since February. Yeah, I think that was the last upload I did. Yeah, I've just been off trying to get myself, and yeah, market has been kind of crazy lately for me. So I've just been trying to, like I say, lock in and get myself back up. And yeah, I relocated to another place, so that's why I haven't been really active dropping videos, just trying to settle down in my new place. But yeah, I trust you all have been good. I trust you all, the market has been treating you guys well. To be honest, this past few months has been crazy with the recent first the Venezuela capture, then US and Iran going back and forth. It's been really crazy. I mean, if you even look at most of the markets, the charts has been in a consolidation for months, for weeks, and to be honest, if you are a newbie starting to trade this year, um, you might have been wondering, is this how hard the market is? But honestly, it's just a market condition that has changed, and as a trader, that's one thing you have to know and learn how to adapt to changing market condition. The market is very dynamic, very complex, and it evolves. It evolves. There are period of calm market condition. There are period of volatile market conditions. So yeah, it's just something you have to learn to adapt and probably tweak your strategy because uh, it's not all market conditions that strategies work that well. There are periods where your strategy might perform optimally. There are periods where your strategy might perform poorly. And that's why you see traders enter a losing streak or a winning streak. I mean, yeah, that's how the market is for you, and you just have to learn to adapt. So, while I've been off, I've also tried to learn more, um, see how I can improve my strategy and all that. And to be honest, you just keep learning every day. You just keep learning every day. So I'm back to sharing what I do expect for the coming week, what I'm looking at, how I analyze the chart and all that. So yeah, let's get onto it. As you can see, I do start with the DXY, the dollar index. And yeah, since the beginning of this year, in fact, since the middle of last year, that's from June last year, and now we are in June again. So for over 1 year, market has been in a consolidation. Like it's crazy. For over 1 year, market has been in this very tight consolidation. As you can see here, from year down to year, market has just been consolidating, going back and forth, going back and forth, and it's been crazy. From last year we had this move to the upside. I mean, from 2024 September, we had this move to the upside and this move to the downside. So this kind of move would have been here to trade. I mean, um, trading the bullish trend, selling the buying the bullish trend, selling the bearish trend. So yeah, also you can see another consolidation here. So from what I've observed, after every consolidation, there will always be a trend, and after every trend there will always be another consolidation. So it's something to pay attention to. If you study the chart, you'll see it after every trend to the upside or downside comes a consolidation, another trend comes a consolidation. So what you might be seeing here would probably be another trend to this gaps here, this monthly gaps on the dollar index here and here. So we are still in this range, but what I'm expecting to see, it's a breakout, like a monthly breakout, a real close above this range, then before I can start looking to buy the dollar. But yeah, aside technical, based on the fundamental perspective, as you are aware, we have a new Fed chairman, Kevin Walsh, and based on this US and Iran war that has caused a shortage in oil supply, that has brought about a increase in inflation. And inflation has been what the Feds has been trying to curb since. But now with this war going on, and they've not really settled things. That's caused inflation globally. That's prices of things are increased because, as you know, oil is one of the major commodities that we use. Oil helps in transportation, oil helps in production of materials. So yeah, this shortage of supply in oil because of the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz has caused a lot of will I say damages to the economy and cost inflation to go up. So now what the Fed might be trying to do is to increase interest rates and in order to limit inflation. But also from Trump's Trump response, if you check online, he has been looking towards lowering interest rate. But let's see what the Fed might decide to do. But yeah, from this chart on the monthly for dollar index, I would like to see a break above this range or below this range. But right now we are at the upper bound of this range, and we might most likely just get a sweep of this high and a reverse back down to this range, except we close above on the monthly above this high. Then might start seeing price gravitate towards this range here, towards this imbalance here, this fair value gap, and towards this one here. So that'll be good to see. Then if we break lower this range, then we might start heading back down towards this deep discount level. But yeah, let me bring back my drawing tools. So yeah, this is where we are on the monthly. We still have 24 days in June, so let's see what might happen. We might test this 50 EMA on the monthly, then reject back lower, or we might break above it and continue higher. But yeah, my first line of target, if we break above it, will be the 102 level. And if we also break above it, we might be heading back to this 106 level here. So on the monthly, I can't say if I'm bullish or bearish. I mean, we are still in a range kinda. But yeah, um on the weekly, I would say I can't really say on the weekly also. Probably trading this range market will be trading lower time frame. So let's see what happens as price gets to this level here. It's just you just have to be careful because you can see each time price got to this upper range, we fell back down. We got to this upper range, fell back down. We got to this upper range, fell back down. So yeah, we are getting there again, and we might, if we have a sweep of this high and a move back down to the downside, then might see price come back into this deep level. Yeah, but I mean, I'm tired of this ranging market, and I just want to see price move in a certain direction. This breakout from this daily range here, we had this breakout here. So that was as a result of NFP that came out on Friday. I mean, this is the first NFP that has actually moved market since the war started. Lately, what has been moving market was just the back and forth of the US and Iran war. So yeah, let's see what market gives us next week. I can't really say, but if before we get to this range, this upper bound here, we might get a retracement back down to this, maybe other block to this level, just a retracement then before we continue higher. So yeah, I would say on the daily we are bullish, because I mean you can see price creating high, low, high. So yeah, what I would like to see would be a low then high to this level here. So this would be my buy side liquidity target. This will be my buy side liquidity target here. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If I go to the 4 hour, you can see if I had a break of structure here. If I had a break of structure. So yeah, would be glad to see a retracement back down to continue higher. We put it down here. We have a break of structure. Then I'll just like to see a retracement back down to buy to the upside. That would be good. That would be good to see. So yeah, um let's just, that's my bias, that's my target. But if we don't get that retracement before we hit this buy side, then I'll just have to be careful to see how market reacts to this upper bound of this range, and probably we might get a move to the downside. So yeah, this is my bias on DXY. If I go to USD card, USD card is still quite bullish. I really don't have if I take it to the weekly, so you can see the weekly is still bullish though. The weekly is still bullish. In fact, most of these markets are just looking like a range. We are just sweeping buy side liquidity and heading back down. You get, so it's just something one has to be careful. But yeah, if we break above this high, probably I'll see how market reacts at this weekly order block here. This weekly order block here, that'll be significant to see. So target will be this high buy side liquidity, and probably this weekly demand zone here, weekly supply zone, sorry. So we have bearish order block on the weekly, bearish order block on the weekly. We have all this will I say, yeah, inducement here, buy side liquidity. Yeah, so let's just see how the market opens. But yeah, I would say the weekly has been bullish. I mean, it's from year to year, we've had a bullish one on the weekly. Daily too is bullish. Daily is bullish. So yeah, why we target towards this OB or this 4,000 level, I'd like to see this 1.4 thousand level probably before we hit there. Would be nice if we get a retracement back down to this level here before we continue higher. So we have this break of structure here. I'd like to see an inducement that has formed. So yeah, before we get here, I'd like to see, this should be took out sell side liquidity here. Now um we took out sell side liquidity here. So now I'll be looking to see, okay, prior to this low, we had this high low. Okay, yeah. So this is like a multiple break of structure. And we have this break of structure here. So there's something you need to know also, and for what I learned from one of my mentors, Tony Ike. So yeah, shout out to him. A single candle retracement can also be an inducement. So um especially trading continuation entries. So this should be our inducement. Now our point of interest should be either this breaker block here should be the point of interest closest to the inducement. That should be our entry. So now here we have two entries. We have the breaker block and we have the other block here, but we'll use the point of interest closest to the inducement. So here this around this level, yeah, around this level should be our point of interest. That's our bullish breaker block here. So yeah, this at least we have if you look from here also, we also broke structure here. We also broke structure, multiple break of structure here. Broke structure, we came back to we test this breaker block here, and now we broke structure again here. So yeah, this should be what I'm looking at next week. If we have a retracement back down, I'd like to see a retracement back down into this level, then probably to this 4,000 level. Probably to this 4,000 level. So this is just my analysis and what I'm expecting this coming week. Let me see. At least I should have my alerts set close to this level. Yeah. So that's my expectation for USD card. For Euro USD, it should be the opposite of what I'm expecting on DXY. So eventually we have a close below this EMA. We have a close below this EMA. Our next target, which just quite be careful because we are this structure level here. We are this structure level here. So probably would see a reversal to the upside a bit then before we continue lower. But yeah, if you look at this run to the upside, if we measure our discount to premium, we are still in a premium level, and that's based on this consolidation. So I'll be leaning towards, like, now if we break out from this range, that's same thing for DXY. I'll be leaning towards if a more bearish move on you towards this discount level, yeah, towards this discount level, probably towards this level safe, then before we might start seeing a reversal to the upside. So yeah, so this is what the weekly is saying. To me, the weekly looks bearish now. The weekly looks bearish. The daily also looks bearish. The daily also looks bearish. And the 4-hour looks bearish. So here we have this multiple break of structure here. Or yeah, let me just say this break of structure here. We have this break of structure here. So what I'll be expecting is probably a retracement back up, to around this level, just a retracement back around this level before we continue lower. But yeah, it's something we have to be careful. Daily is bearish, weekly is bearish. uh, so the most likely level will be, now one thing to see is DXY looks more closer to this high than euro. Yeah, DXY looks more closer to this high than euro. Euro still seem far a bit, kinda to this low. But yeah, if we get a retracement, I'll be looking to short. If we go down to the 1 hour, it's just to find a retracement into this, all this. You can see all this bearish candle, there are a lot of gaps here. So yeah, it's just to get a retracement back, then to short it lower. But that'll be it. So market still looks bearish, but at the same time too, we have all this. If you go back to the daily, we have all this demand zone yet, so that might make make price react. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen what I'm looking for. So I was looking for a right POI. So we have this other block here. So this should be our POI if price eventually give us that retracement. There is other block here. We have this weeks too, but yeah, this should be the right POI if price gives us that retracement. As you can see, this level has been a support level, resistance level, support, resistance. So at most, probably our SL, if you are should short from here, our SL should be above this week, just to be on the safe side. So if I go to the 4 hour, yeah, that's good. Probably there should be an inducement that form around here, like I said. Yeah, so this is the candle that led to the breakout structure. This first candle on the 1 hour didn't break, but this next candle broke the structure. So you can see now the next candle should be our inducement. The next candle should be our inducement. Yeah, so what I like to see is a retracement back into this level, then target this next level here. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, guys, this is what I'm expecting on EU. GPP USD to similar perspective. If we go to the monthly, oh, the monthly is still ranging, but yeah, let's go to the weekly. Okay, this is nice. I like this evening star candle formation that has formed here. So what I would like to see is just a retracement back up. I think GU is still um more closer to POI than EU. Let me see what EU is saying on the weekly. Okay, still the same thing, still similar. So yeah, that's a good POI for EU, because that's another block for the weekly. For GU2, same thing. Daily looks bearish. So what I would like to see is a retracement back up to this level, then a sell to the downside. a retracement back up, then a sell to the downside. So yeah, we had this break of structure here. We had this sweep, we broke structure here, we broke structure here, and let's see if we get an inducement or okay, okay. Yeah, so our entry would be around this level. I'm trying to find a very precise entry. Yeah, we have this morning star candle formation, and as I said before in my video, most times price retrace around this week or the opening or close of this middle candle. So yeah, price might retrace around this level and drop further. So yeah, SLB above this candle wick here. So yeah, this will be my bias. I like to see retracement into this level then before we head back lower. At least okay. I think we have our inducement here. We have our inducement here. We have our inducement here. So we also took out buy side liquidity here. Took out buy side liquidity. So yeah, this is just my expectation for GU. Let's see what the market gives us. This is my expectation for GU. I'm bearish on GU. Down to probably this level here. Down to this level here. So let's see what the market gives. Let's see what the market gives. Yeah, so that's it. What do I have? So what I do is I use Euro GBP to know which one I should trade, either EU or GU, because if Euro GBP is buying and you're looking to short these two pairs, then I would say you should short GU because Euro is stronger than GU, so GU will sell faster. If Euro GBP is buying and you're looking to buy these two pairs, then I would say you should buy Euro USD because Euro is stronger than the pounds. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just use it as an indicator to know what's up. So now Euro GBP to me looks kind of bearish. Why? I believe price will still dip into this monthly fair value gap here, and we have this lots of liquidity here. We have this equalos here that is at this fair value gap. So yeah, I'm looking for price to dip into it and probably push back higher if it's a sweep. But if we continue heading lower, then yeah, Euro GBP will just keep heading lower. But to me, this looks like a falling wedge, or yeah, falling wedge. Yeah, a falling wedge. So I'm watching it to dip into it, then head back to the upside. But let's see what happens though. So on the daily, we have this kind of morning star here. So we had the retracement into this fair value gap, then headed back down. So yeah, if I'm looking to short Euro USD, Euro GBP, yeah, I'll be leaning towards this. Now, the thing about this is that based on Euro GBP weakness, Euro USD might not give us that retracement like that. GPP might give us a faster retracement to our POI before heading back down, but Euro GPP might not. So it's something to observe based on that. Now let's go to NZD USD. I mean, these price swings have been crazy, really crazy, really crazy. But yeah, this is another OB to watch. On the weekly, we have this OB, we have this gap here on the weekly, also an inducement around this level. So let's see how price reacts at this level here. Let's see how price react at this level. But yeah, on the weekly still looks weekly looks, I don't know, I won't say, but based on this candle, weekly looks bearish. If before we get to that OB we can get a retracement to the upside, then yeah, that'll be good. But I'm also observing this OB to make price bounce or back. But currently I would like to see a retracement back to this level before we head back lower. So on the daily, what do we have? We have a break of structure here. We have a break of structure here. We have also this break of structure here, multiple break of structure. So that's signifying price really wants to head lower. Okay, so let's see what we have on the 4 hour. We have this break of structure on the daily. We have this multiple break of structure here, and that's not a sweep, that's actually a break of structure. So let's see if we get a retracement back into this level, then before we head back lower. So yeah, my expectation, we see we like to see price head back to this level here, then before we head back lower. So I'll be looking at, also we have this, okay, I would say this is our multiple break of structure. Well, based on the daily, it looks like a break of structure, but on the 1 hour we have multiple break of structure here. So let's see, we have another break of structure here, but I don't want to mark it because of this line here. But as it's, this should be our inducement here, this should be our breaker block here, it should be our breaker block here. So let's see if we get an opportunity to short from this level. We have an inducement here. Also, price can still create like multiple inducement before hitting this level, but yeah, let's just it. So, and you can see this level is a strong level for price. Price has always reacted around this level, support and resistance. So let's see what price does. Probably your SL would be around this above this high, yeah. But yeah, this is my, I'll say, my directional bias for that. For AUD USD, same thing. Basically all these USD pairs is just the same thing. It's just the same thing. Expect a retracement back into this level before heading back to target this weekly fair value gap here. Yeah, so we have this fair value gap here on the weekly. We have this weekly fair value gap. So I mean, the bearish candle are quite strong. So now what did I say? You know, most times after a bullish or bearish impulse, we usually get like a consolidation or a rest before we continue. So yeah, let's see, price might give us a retracement back to this level before we head back lower. Do you get? So that's what I'm expecting. Retracement back into this level before we head back lower. Would be nice. So if that happens, I'll short the market to this fair value gap here. New Zealand card. To be honest, all these markets are looking so volatile now. But let's see New Zealand card. We have this kind of trend around this level here. So yeah, we have this other block, but I don't think it will hold. I feel price might come to take it out, because as you can see, we have this equal lows here. So this looks like an inducement. So price might come there to take out this inducement, probably react around another block here or this trend line before heading back higher. But let's see. I'll remove this. Price is not looking like it will react there. I'll remove this. I'll remove this. But yeah, you can see price has been creating breakout structures to the upside, breakout structures like on the higher time frame, breakout structures to the upside, and each time reacts around this thing. So we have that inducement there. So this should be my demand zone for price. This should be my demand zone for price. So yeah, I would like to see what price does once it gets here, then before probably heading back to the upside. But price has been creating a trend to the upside. So let's see what happens. We also have this bearish trend forming. We have this inducement. So yeah, this would be a good trade if price gets to this level and give us like a reversal signal. Price get to this level and give us a reversal signal to the upside. So let's see what happens at market open on Monday. Let me see, do I have any okay, this one has gone. Delete this. Let me see. All right. Okay, price didn't take out this area. We have this equal highs here. We have this equal highs. We have all this high here. But we are focusing on this. So let me see. Let's see what price does when it gets to this level. Wait for a proper confirmation, and on the lower time frame, probably on the 15 minutes, wait for a proper confirmation, then before we look to buy. Also, we have an inducement here again, so something to keep note of. But yeah, that's my bias. That's what I'm expecting for New Zealand card. We are at this level, so probably might see price retrace back to the upside before falling. Now if that happens, price looks bearish, but if that happens, we might get a retracement back maybe into this level before shorting the market. So yeah, I would say on the daily price is bullish. Yeah, on the weekly price still looks bullish too. Oh, I think I like this. On the weekly price still looks bullish too. But yeah, on the 4-hour price is bearish. Weekly and daily is bullish, 4 hour price is bearish. So yeah. So yeah, this would, if we are looking to short, this would be short term, probably a retracement back into this level, yeah, before shorting. So SL will be placed above here. So it's just something you need to be careful and observe, depending on which one market gives first. If price give us that retracement, so short to this level. If price give us the drop here, we'll buy higher. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on New Zealand card. AUD still looks, we have this move here. So AUD might keep gravitating towards this gap here. Yeah, AUD. So I use AUD too as an indicator if I'm trading AUD and NZD pairs, just like I explained with Euro GPP and this Euro EU and GU pairs. So yeah, I use the same thing. So now AUD is still looking bullish based on this trend here. But if you go to the daily and the weekly, we have this weekly drop and this weekly rise reacting off of this OB here. So yeah, let's see if price is currently at a breaker block on the daily. So let's see how price reacts at this breaker block. If probably we break above it and head for the daily order block, or price rejects of this breaker block and start heading lower. But yeah, on the daily, price is bearish because we had this move to the upside, daily price looks bearish. On the weekly, price looks bearish too because we've broken this low here. Weekly price looks bearish, but yeah, but the thing about the weekly, we have a close above this level, and each time we have a close above this level, we tend to rise. So I would say weekly looks bullish, but yeah, let's see if the daily close back below this level, then that would be nice. The daily gives us a probably morning star candle formation back below this level, then we might see price heading lower. Else it might just keep climbing because now we are back above this level. So let's just observe and see what is happening on that. But yeah, like I said, I use it as an indicator, like to know what's up. Now for gold, gold has been in a very interesting situation, but here we have this major trend line here for gold, and we also have this trend line liquidity for gold. So yeah, this is something to observe, this is something to pay attention to. This is something to pay attention to, pending if price gets to this trend line and start giving us a reaction, then I might look to buy gold because we have a lot of liquidity resting above here. So we might just see gold start pumping to the upside. But yeah, on the lower time frame, gold is bearish. On the 4 hour time frame, gold is bearish on the daily. So we might see a retracement back up, then a sell to the downside, probably to target this OB around this level here. I already marked this inducement, so price hasn't taken it out here. We have this level here, so we have this level here. So the thing is, let's just see how price reacts at this level. I would say the real level, the real OB should be from here. In fact, wait, let me see as how price has reacted at this level in time past. So yeah, this has been a strong level, like resistance and support level. So yeah, let's see how price reacts at this level here, and at this trend line. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, that would be like, this would be my area of interest. See what price does there. Then before I start looking to buy gold. Before I start looking to buy gold. There's really nothing else again. There's really nothing else. I'm looking for if I can spot a particular entry that I could use, but yeah, um, I'm not really seeing it. But let's just see what happens. Price has already mitigated this other block here. Price has mitigated this other block. This would be my, yeah, this should be my area of interest for gold. Should be my area of interest for gold. Yeah, this should be my area of interest for gold. Let's see. Let's see what price does there. SL will be just below, probably for 100, just below. So let's see what price does around this level. Like to see a reversal signal around this level before we start looking to buy. But before that, if we can get a retracement back to this level here, while we sell to this OB, yeah, that would be nice. So for gold, a broken structure here. For gold, we've broken structure here. We've also broken structure here. We've also broken structure here. So let's see if we get a retracement back up into these levels before we head back down, probably into this other block here before we head back down. Yeah, so let's see if we get the retracement back up before shorting the market. But that's just my outlook on gold. Gold for gold is quite looking stronger than silver. Same thing, so I use these two as an indicator for gold and silver, looking which one to buy or sell. So yeah, let me see silver. Silver should be looking quite more bearish than gold. Yeah, as expected. So silver might get a retracement back into this level before heading for this level here. So let's see what the market brings. I mean, this market is still quite looking funny because a lot of consolidation, a lot of this thing. But one thing I'm looking at is based on the fact that before, if US and Iran settle their war before the World Cup, that's most likely to happen because US is hosting the World Cup and they won't want to be in the war while hosting the World Cup. So yeah, if they settle their war, the ceasefire, we might see a pump in all this gold, silver, and we might see more sales in oil. then probably sells to in DXY dollar index. So yeah, in fact that makes sense because now dollar index is approaching the upper bound of the range. So yeah, if it hits the upper bound of the range um prior to their ceasefire, probably at the call of the ceasefire, you might see dollar index drop and EU and GU might start buying massively. So we are in a critical point at this moment, but you just have to tread carefully. Market has been crazy this period. Market has been crazy this period. You just have to trade carefully and manage your risks so you don't get caught up in all this their volatility you get. But yeah, um same perspective on silver, probably retracement back up before we push down lower. But for now, I'm not looking at silver. Euro card to me now looks bearish. Euro card looks bearish based on what the daily is saying. Please, we have this kind of morning star. So yeah, if we get a retracement back up, might continue to head lower. Might continue to head lower. If you get what I'm saying, retracement back up down to this level. Same thing for GPP card. GPP card, I don't really have a strong structure level to hold on to. But yeah, we have a breakout structure here for GPP card. Okay, I think I see something nice. So price has been, oh, nice. I think this is even more high probability. So we have this trend line liquidity here. Now price has been trending towards the upside. Let me go back to the daily. We have this sweep on the daily. We have this sweep on the daily, buy side liquidity. Now what led to this sweep? We have this low. So now we have sell side liquidity resting here. We have sell side liquidity resting here. Now, what am I expecting? I'm expecting um price to head back to target the sell side liquidity, because if you look at the market, we are trending to the upside, but we created a market structure shift here. Created this market structure shift here. We created this inducement here. Created this inducement here. Now what do we have? We have our point of interest around this level. That's the breaker block. We have our point of interest around this level, the breaker block here. As you can see, this breaker block has held price. We have this bearish breaker block here, sorry. We have this bearish breaker block, and you can see price has reacted, sold from this level before. So you can see same thing to here. We have a sell from this level. So yeah, would be nice if we get a retracement back into this breaker block. A retracement back into this breaker block, then before we short the market, targeting this sell side liquidity. Do you guys get it? So this would be my outlook for GPP card. SL will just be above this breaker block. Sorry. SL will be above this breaker block here. Sorry guys, give me a minute please. I'm coming. Let me attend to something. All right, guys, I'm back. So yeah, so this is my expectation for GBP card. So I'll be looking to short GBP card from here. So I think I'll add it to my watch list. Same thing for euro. Same thing for euro card. You have this trend line here. Same thing for euro card. We did sweep. We did sweep liquidity here. Buy side liquidity here. And we should get a retracement to this level then before we short the market. So we created a market structure shift here. Created a market structure shift here. Created an inducement here. Created an inducement. So should be looking to short the market from around this level if we get the opportunity. So this are my outlook. These are my outlook concerning these pairs. We have this trend line liquidity. The price might look most likely gravitate towards. So let's see what the market gives us next week. Yen pairs. I'm not really seeing anything on yen pairs. For USD JPY, you see all this move here. Price will most likely come back for it. Yeah, price will most likely come back for it. You see this massive drop here that brought about taking out all this liquidity here. Same thing to that happened here. All this liquidity here, price came back for it. So yeah, all this move here, price will most likely come back for it. But yeah, let's see what price does when it gets to this level around 161 level. Let's see what price does when it gets there. Probably BOJ might intervene again and send price lower. So yeah, that's it for I think that's it for most of the pairs. BTC is quite bearish. I've been looking for opportunity to short BTC. Probably I was expecting it to get back to this other block here before shorting, but in fact price just came down, dropped. Market open on Monday, price dropped, kept dropping. It didn't even look back at anyone. I was expecting, okay, since we broke this trend line, let's retest, but it never came. So price just kept dropping and dropping. So now we've swept it. But now I'm looking at BTC dropping to around 40,000 level. 40,000 level. Yeah, around 40,000 level. Then we might start seeing BTC buy back. But yeah, this level, this inducement here needs to be taken out. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at for. Then if we get here, we might start seeing BTC head back higher massively. So that's it for BTC. US government yields, it's quite bullish. That's why you see dollar index is trending to the upside. But yeah, we have this, let's call it trend line, yeah. But I just use USU to track the dollar index, because when yields go up, dollar strengthens. So yeah, that's just it. I've talked on gold. Okay, I will come to oil later. Let me see what this pair is saying. This pair UK 100 is basically in a triangle, but I'm looking to, we broke out of this trend line, but I suspected it's a false breakout. Thank God I didn't even buy it. But I'm looking at price come back down to this level where we have this inducement here. Price come back down to this level, then head back higher to target the remaining trend line liquidity here. But yeah, let me remove this just for clarity. So I'm still looking to, I have a buy limit around this level. I'm looking to buy the market from here. JP225, guys, it's crazy. You know what, it's crazy how you prepare for a trade, you wait for it, and eventually market just leaves you like crazy. So I was looking to short this guy from here. Price came here, it didn't hit where I wanted to short it from, dropped. Price, okay, price got here. I was looking, okay, it should give me at least a retracement to the downside, but it didn't. So price just kept dropping. In fact, it's a huge sell-off that happened. So yeah, I'll just forget the idea of shorting. I mean, this market already looks bearish. But yeah, my next line of would be this levels. Sorry, I'm coming, give me a minute. So yeah, I'll be looking at, we are approaching a discount level here. We're approaching a discount level here because price broke out here. So yeah, if we measure from year to year, we are currently at the 50. So I'll be looking to buy from any of this discount level here, probably a touch of this trend line. That's what I'll be looking at, except if price now decide it wants to go lower. But yeah, let's see what price does when it gets to this level and this level here. But to be honest, I missed all this sell move, and it's crazy. Same thing self with NAS. Same thing with NAS. You see, I marked out this trend line liquidity here. I was looking to short this guy here. I was looking to short it, but I wasn't sure to short immediately because of this morning star that formed there and this sweep of liquidity. So I wanted to see more confirmation. In fact, when it got here, price didn't give me the entry that I wanted around this level here. Price didn't give me, it didn't test this level like it did here. I was expecting it to do, but it didn't, and eventually dropped massively, guys. Like, I don't just understand most of the big moves that I usually do expect to catch. I end up not catching it. Like, it's crazy. To be honest, it's crazy. And we have price already taking out all this trend line liquidity. But it's all good. It's all good. The market has done what it wants to do. Now, after this whole um after this whole massive move, we might start seeing more of like a consolidation on NAS, more of like a consolidation on NAS, or probably we still have more move to the downside. We still have more move to the downside on NAS. So we just have to be careful. Let's see what the market gives us. We just have to be careful. We still have more moves. All this imbalance here, all these gaps here, probably price might come back for it. And it's also, there are also trend line liquidity, so price may eventually come back for it. But yeah, let's see if we get the retracement to short the market. But yeah, let's see if we get a retracement back to this level to short the market from here. To short the market from here. Let's see if we get a retracement back to this level to short the market and target all this level here. That's it for us. New Zealand JPY. I really don't have much to say on this pair. I will just delete it. I really can't say much on this pair. Yeah, I really can't say much, but overall the pair is still bullish. But I'll just ignore it. JP225, I'll just watch by the side. I'm also still watching. Now for US oil. US oil is crazy. I was expecting it to give me that sell that I'm looking for. It hasn't. I set my alarm here expecting it to, okay, after all this inducement, to retrace back into this level like you see it did here before dropping at least. But eventually the market didn't do that as I wanted. Eventually broke structure. We have multiple break of structure here, but I'm still looking to short. I'm still looking to short. I'm still looking to short US oil, but also we have a gap here. It looks as if price, will I say, filled, but we still have this trend line liquidity to take out. So, and overall on the monthly we have the morning star candle, and we have this inducement here, we have this gap here. So yeah, I'm looking that price will eventually still sell further for US oil. Weekly looks bearish. Weekly looks bearish for US oil. Weekly looks bearish for US oil. So I'll be looking to sell more on US oil. Daily looks bearish too. We have this break, we have this retest. So yeah, it's just to get a proper entry on this oil guy and short it. So let's see if we get retracement to the upside. And I'll be looking to short US oil. So that's it. The reason why I didn't short from here, from this OB after this inducement, was because we were above the structure level. We were above the structure level. Because each time we're above it, we tend to buy, but overall still bearish. So what I wanted was to see a break back below this level and a retest. Yeah, and a retest. So that's it. So let's see if markets to give us the opportunity to short, and I'll be looking to go short on this guy. So I think these are all the pairs I'm looking at. These are all the pairs I'm looking at. I would say, let me say, the currency pairs stay above than the rest, commodities indices, and yeah. So these are the pairs I'm looking at. Let's see. Let's see what market does. Let's see what market does. But yeah, you just have to be careful. My indicator is actually this dollar index and the war prior to the World Cup. If we get a retracement back, I'll buy. But eventually, if we get here, I'll just be careful to see and be observing these pairs to see how they react prior to the World Cup, because you might hit here and start heading back lower, just like we did here, just like we did here. Same thing too. So just being careful, and eventually, if we touch this monthly EMA, if we finally get to touch it, we might see it reject lower. So these are all the trades I'm looking at, just observing them and looking for the ones that give the best opportunities. So that is it, guys. If you are new to this channel, do well to like and subscribe. um Check out my previous videos, share and comment what you like me to talk about. And yeah, I'll just like to see everyone grow, and I wish you guys the best. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.